All right, so we're having fun with this. John is reading his own tarot tonight, and he doesn't read tarot. So I always get a laugh when he interprets the cards because sometimes he's pretty close to what they actually mean. And other times he just makes me laugh with
Normally I just make fun of him.
the crazy things that he comes up with. So we got 8 of Pentacles.
Craftsmanship, working hard, 8 of coins.
Determination. So it's upright, so you only read the top half.
Okay.
The
4
Chariot.
movements. Look, he's got his little pumpkin chariot.
Don't make fun of my drawing, guy.
Separation, griefs, 3 of swords.
So
Of course, this is like, again, story of my life.
Right, but I'm telling you, that's for people
Job loss, wages,
who don't
isolation.
actually read tarot. Like, it shows, it knows. And it's funny that you're the one that's pulling them.
The Lovers. Rebirth. We got 3, 5, 6, 7. One more in this row. Those look like crosses, not swords.
Listen, guy, I can't draw to save my life. I don't
And we
care.
did 3 down here before, right?
You do whatever you feel like.
Okay.
Got the Justice card, High Priestess, and the Fool. Okay, what's your interpretation? First row.
Okay, so craftsmanship, working hard, determination, 8 of coins. So the harder you work, you get some money. You have some money there, so. Next one, 4 movement, rush.
Decisions.
That's not how you spell decision.
I can't spell either. Quit picking on me.
Rush
Read your cards.
Decisions. A journey, travel, victory. The Chariot. So, dude's going places in his pumpkin. He's
He's going places in his
moving
pumpkin.
forward in his pumpkin.
Okay.
All right. And then we have a 3 of swords, and there's 3 swords to a heart. Heartbreak, pain, sadness, separation, grief. That's not good.
Nope.
And then job loss, money worries, ruin, isolation, blocked recovery, injury, illness, and 5 of coins. Why? I don't know why that would say that you have coins. I feel like you would have lost some coins.
You do sometimes. Like, I'll explain once you're done.
But after that, we have the Lovers card, Gemini heart, stick people, love, harmony, trust, leap of faith, choice, and union. Improvements, forgiveness, change of perspective, rebirth, final karma, judgment, and judgment. So I guess it's letting go of the past and improving. And 6 of swords, moving to calmer waters, moving forward, journeys, getting on with your life, floating down the river in a boat. But then we have anxiety, nightmares, insomnia, obsessions, 9 of swords. So there's still some issues.
Still some issues.
But then we have justice after that. Harmony, balance, equality, virtue, honor, courts, contracts. Oof, I don't like courts or contracts. But it's Libra, it's my sign. So.
It is.
And then we have wisdom, intuition, dreams, an enigma, mystery, hidden knowledge, the high priestess, Pisces. That's your sign, so.
It is.
Beginnings, innocence, free spirit, leaf of faith, possibilities, the fool. I don't know. I don't know why that would be the end one, but.
So would you
There's
like
the
to
end.
know what they mean?
Sure.
Okay. So the 8 of coins is all about work. Working hard pays off, basically. So stay determined. You're like, if you're a craftsman, which you are, you work blue collar, you work with fucking remodeling things, you work with your hands. So like developing a business based on reputation, hard work, and craftsmanship, right? Doing your best every day to keep afloat, to keep going, to keep making more money, new customers, all that
Gotta
stuff.
buy a pumpkin.
and buy a pumpkin. So the Chariot is symbolic for making forward progress where things have been really stuck and stagnant. So this could be in work, that things finally start to move forward, more money, more jobs, things like that. It's also about travel, movement, relocation, or purchasing a vehicle, which you did just buy a vehicle for your birthday. So interesting. Three of Swords is about overcoming heartbreak, pain, sadness, grief, loss, all of those things, really heavy emotions, learning to heal from that. The Five of Coins is a card that tells you you're going to recover from financial obstacles. But it's also a card telling you have to leave something out, or you might be cutting people off that are no good for you, that might be draining you as well. So like typically you would see, and you had it in the other reading, the two people where one's on crutches and like somebody's being left out. Mm-hmm. So like cutting things off in order to recover. Or you could be recovering from injury, illness, surgery, things like that. The Lovers is about a choice about going forward to the next level wherever you're at in your love life. So if you were single to dating to engaged, married, all that stuff. So needing to decide whether that's the right person or not. And then we have Judgment. So this is like the time's up card. So if you look closely, like the angel is blowing the trumpet and it's literally waking up the dead people. It symbolizes Judgment Day, or like revelations basically. And so it's seeing a change in perspective, or changing your mind somewhere, offering forgiveness, and dealing with like transformative energy, a rebirth, karma, things like that. The Six of Swords is a card that tells us that we're tired of conflict and chaos, and so there's movement, and we know there's movement because the Chariot's there. So there's going to be some forward progress. Some of it might be actually moving, like physically moving. Homes, jobs, relationships, all those things, getting out of conflict, out of chaos, and finding peace. So that's important. And then there's lots of worry here, right? Obsessive thoughts, nightmares, insomnia, obsessively thinking, which is why you need balance, your sign, Libra. So creating the harmony. This can come through courts, contracts, legalities, but needing equality for things to finally balance out. And then the High Priestess is about listening to your intuition, listening to that little voice that tells you whether something's a good idea or a bad idea, and following through when you know it's good for you, and not ignoring it when it tells you don't do that, that's bad. And then the Fool is about taking a leap of faith in a new direction and trusting that God's showing you where you need to be, where you need to go. So like the Fool can be something where, so if you look at the card, he's literally on the edge of a cliff, right? And so if he doesn't look where he's going, he's going to fall off that cliff. He might have a faux pas. He might take a misstep. He might fall. But if he's paying attention, he's going to see where he needs to shift course and where he needs to maybe go in a new direction. And we know that's a possibility with the Chariot and with the Six of Swords. There's something that's going to change direction here. It could be work. It could be travel. It could be that maybe you've been off course somewhere and you're doing a course correct to get back on course because you learned to listen to your intuition, which will eventually bring you back into balance and alignment. Yep. What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah? Pretty accurate?
Yep.
This is fun. We should do this more.